team match scheduled one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Wearing the red trunks, weighing 230 pounds, Buzz Sawyer. Buzz Sawyer. At 228 pounds in the blue trunks, Jim Garvin. From Singapore at 305 pounds, from Singapore, King Curtis. His partner at 272 pounds from Mongolia, Killer Khan. They were accompanied at ringside by, of course, Masao Hattori. There you see him in the bottom of your screen. There's the bell. An Australian tag team match. Sawyer and Garvin giving away a lot of weight here, Jack.
They certainly are, Gordon, but this ought to be a great match here. They might be giving away a lot of weight, but as far as desire and the ability to win, they're not giving away anything.
Garvin has just exploded and has King Curtis down on the canvas. See exactly what you're talking about.
Sure, Gordon, this ought to be a good one.
Again, Garvin sweeping the leg. Garvin going back to the basics. King Curtis on the canvas, and it is Garvin administering as much punishment as quickly as he can. King Curtis gouging at the eyes of Jim Garvin. As Garvin in a bear hug drives him back into his own corner. And it is Garvin up.
Trying to double team up on Jimmy, and they realize that they just can't handle it.
Precisely right, and we've got them both. Ooh! Garvin and Sawyer just collided, and it's Khan in there now after King Curtis was backdrop. And it is Killer Khan and King Curtis after Jim Garvin. He has been lacerated, no question about it. They catch him again in the forehead. And they're putting the spike to it.
Jumping off on Garvin there, and it got him in trouble.
There comes Sawyer battling away. Sawyer regaining his feet now and pounding away on both King Curtis and Killer Khan. Sawyer, Garvin down. He was caught with that Asiatic spike. And Sawyer battling away with him now.
Garvin's been hurt. Sawyer's trying to take on both of them now.
Ooh, caught that time by Killer Khan. Khan drives the knee in. Whipped off those ropes. Caught again by Killer Khan, and it is Sawyer. Looks like he's going for the Boston Crab. No, sir, he's not. It is King Curtis crashing down across him. The referee has signaled for the bell. An obvious disqualification here. Jack Briscoe has just moved in. And Sweet Brown Sugar has just moved in. And it is Sonny King pulling his troops out. Sonny King. Play by Brian Blair has Draper back to the canvas now. Draper cinching down on that headlock. So Blair, hampered here, can't move like he would like to, I am sure. Back to their feet once again. Now it is Draper bullying Brian Blair back into the turnbuckle. Reversal by Blair. Blair leaning on him now. Referee Tommy Young trying to separate them. Even Blair taking a shot on the break. And Blair now with a series of forearms to the side of the jaw of Derek Draper. Draper down. And Blair stands ready. Draper misses with a wild swinging right hand, and it's Blair bringing him up. Blair has caught him. And Blair now beginning to take the edge here, a count of 2 by referee Tommy Young. Blair has him up, the airplane spin. Blair has him for the airplane spin. And Mr. Draper's challenge has been met right here. And that has to be all she wrote is Blair moves in, tries to get that variation of the Cobra on there. Ooh! The referee, as Draper in desperation trying to break that Cobra, grabbed hold. The referee smashed into the head of Brian Blair. Draper certainly holding an advantage at this particular point in time now with that side headlock. There's that stampede, and Blair is in trouble. Blair in trouble here as Derek Draper, an opportunist, seizing the opportunity with the referee sidelined, stunned as he crashed into the head of Brian Blair. And Draper now. Draper drives that knee into the middle of the back of Brian Blair. And Blair is down. Look at Blair trying to get back to his feet. The punishment that he is taking in gamely, trying to get back to his feet. Lots of inner drive here. Tremendous intestinal fortitude. Draper closes in, catches him again. Draper smashing away at the head of Brian Blair. And Blair fires back. Boy, and you talk about intensity these two have at the referee, trying to get it together in the corner. And trying to just get his eyes focused at this time. As Draper catches Blair once again. And Blair has taken unbelievable punishment. And still has the courage, the tenacity, and the power to fire back. And Blair, as a result of that collision with the referee, has certainly been lacerated here, and it is Blair continuing to battle on now. He has taken everything that Derek Draper had to offer, and is firing back with even more. Caught him with a lariat coming off the ropes. Blair down across the face of Derek Draper, and Draper. Talk about conditioning, tenacity, intestinal fortitude. Both of these men have it. I cannot take a thing away from either man, but Blair has certainly made a courageous return here, and a Pier 6er erupting between these two. And the referee, naturally somewhat wary, and it is Blair now who that adrenaline is flowing, getting that second burst of energy, falling from way down, and the referee shoved to one side by Draper, as they would just as soon not have anybody. They'll battle this thing out right to the absolute bitter end. And they're in that corner again, the referee trying to separate them again, the referee. Wait a minute, the referee calling for the bell. The referee stopping this match. The referee stopping the match as it has gotten, obviously here, out of control on the part of both Brian Blair and Derek Draper. The referee has stopped the match. We'll get order restored, and we'll be back. We'll be back in just a moment.
Ray Stevens going up against Pillar, winning as Manny says, of course. Ray Stevens, internationally known as the originator of the bombs away, a devastating hold that has put many an opponent out. High hip toss by Stevens. Irwin, very aggressive, very tough competitor. Good side headlock by Ray Stevens. Manny, I imagine you watch matches as often as you can, too, to pick up traits and habits of other wrestlers, to look for their weak points and their strong points.
That's right, Gordon. You know, I study film of wrestling matches just like a football player would study film of an opposing team they're ready to face. Just like young kids go out and they look at these guys and they study them, and someday they want to be like this. Well, that's what I do. In my spare time after I'm through working out, I get in the film room, I watch the film. I watch people like Ray Stevens, watch his moves, Dusty Rhodes. I watch all these. This is the only way you can learn anything. Just watching that film over and over.
Irwin whipped into that turnbuckle now, and Stevens moves back against him again. Stevens with an arm whip off the far ropes. Backdrop that has Irwin in trouble. That lumbar region has to take an awful lot of punishment out from the back and full body slams like we just saw.
It sure does. It takes a lot of punishment. It takes some wind out of you. Lets the man get an upper hand on you. As you can see, Ray Stevens using all scientific moves. The man is climbed. The man is already. You don't need to change this now. He's got a super style, and it's all scientific.
There you have it.
Embry charging the ring, and it is Hangman Bobby Jaggers after him. And I'm going to assume that at the direct instructions of one J.J. Dillon outside the ring. And it is Embry trying to get that jacket off as Jaggers continues his attack upon Embry. J.J. Dillon with that perpetual cigar in his mouth. That's Hangman Bobby Jaggers with a high knee lift on Embry, dropping him to the canvas. And Embry, taken totally by surprise, now could be in a lot of trouble here as Jaggers continues to press that advantage. Jaggers, of course, a former Southern heavyweight champion. He was defeated by Jack Briscoe. And it is Jaggers who obviously is looking to try and regain that title. Has demanded a title match with Jack Briscoe and has received it.
We've seen a completely different Bobby Jaggers, a more aggressive Bobby Jaggers. And Gordon, a comment I'd like to make about it, maybe J.J. Dillon's starting to get a little thin in the pocketbook because he's starting to accompany his wrestlers to the ring more often. He's giving them instructions right from ringside. So I believe the man is a little worried, and he had Jaggers attack young Eric Embry, Nitro Eric Embry, way before the bell was sounded, and got the upper hand. He's continued on him, and with the assistance of there, you see a laceration that required 6 stitches on Nitro Embry to be sewed up. He got hit by the spoiler, and now Jaggers has been pounding on that, trying to reopen it.
Yeah, there is a shaved area in the top of Eric Embry's head where the spoiler caught him with a Florida Championship belt. And as Jerry said, 6 stitches taken in the head, and yet Embry's right back out there competing once again. You know, I can't help but look at a fellow like Eric Embry. A beautiful rolling reverse. He's got him one. No, sir. Jaggers powered out. And there is where that superior weight and or extra weight rather than superior weight, and perhaps a little superior strength on Jaggers' part spelled the difference. Jaggers coming down that time, it was Embry rolling away. But I can't help but think, you know, in watching J.J. Dillon with that perpetual cigar, placing himself in that completely elitist position against certainly the people's choice in Eric Embry.
Well, it is, and if you look in the background, Eric Embry's got his Papa Bear out there also. Big USA himself, Bugsy McGraw, shouting instructions there. So he's going to safeguard against anything that happened to young Eric Embry. Here we see a little confusion right here.
Leapfrog, and it's the Jaggers crashing into J.J. Dillon. The referee calling for the bell. It is all over. And J.J. Dillon. We've got a wild four-way situation going here. We're going to try and get order restored.